If you don't know and understand that money making is a spiritual exercise, you will struggle for the rest of your life. Have you ever wondered why two people are in the same profession, the same skill, same ability, same training, working in the same environment, the same country, the same sector, reaching out to the same people, but they have different, I don't want to use success, different result in terms of how much they make. Why is it that for the same activity, someone can bill $1 million and someone cannot even charge $1,000? Nobody will answer him. The same thing. But someone is willing to pay more for someone else and pay less for the other. Making money. Now, we exist at 3 planes. Just we have body, soul, and spirit. Mental plane, soul. Spiritual plane, spirit. Physical plane, body. When many people are working to make money, they work only, most of the time, on the physical plane. Many, the only reason they pray because they believe God needs to help them. That's why they engage spiritual. But many don't even engage mental. Many, it's like you have tripod, it's standing on one leg, so it's unstable. You need to first understand that making money is a spiritual exercise. By spiritual, not mystical, spiritual in the sense that it engages your spirit. And that this is why, if you are not conscious of this, you will think it's only the physical activity you do. But the physical activity attracts something to you based on the frequency of vibration. So, if I'm at a very high frequency of vibration, remember, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. So if my soul prosperity is very low, every effort I'll be restricted in my head. When I start, it might look like I'm earning a lot. But after a while, it's like I play two. I've gotten to my peak because I'm not growing in my mind. I'm not growing. This is why people win lottery, visa lottery. They win visa lottery. Go and check them. After 2 years, they're back to where they used to be. Because they want 10 million.
It's 13 hours.
But their soul is at the level of 500,000. They will keep making stupid decisions until they get to the level of their soul. Immediately they get 500,000. The money has finished. They are becoming aware. But before, just making stupid decisions. So it will be like there is a blockade. Why? Because I can't even receive it. Remember. You can only receive what you have received. If I have not received 5 million, I will not receive 5 million. If I have not received, okay, let me ask you a question. When you want to answer, I will say 1, 2, 3, and I want you to shout. I will say 1, 2, 3, I want you to shout. Shout whatever comes to your mind. Don't think. To you, what is abundance? 1, 2, 3, go! What did you say? What did you say? Yes. $1 million. What did you say? $1 million. What did you say? You listen. What did you say? $1 trillion. $1 trillion. What did you say? Yes. Blessing. What did you say? Do you notice what we just did here? It's a sign to let you know abundance is not a figure. Abundance is a state of your mind. Abundance is not a figure. Abundance to all of us differs. Abundance to all of us differs. This will let you know that it's not really about the work you are doing. It's about who you are. That means you can do anything to add value. And you'll be prosperous if you are who you should be. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? It's not really about what you're doing. What you're doing is necessary, that's the physical plane, but who have you become to be able to really achieve much in that? Abundance is not a figure. Abundance is a state of mind. If my state of mind is poverty, everything is pointing towards poverty. That means the only thing I see is poverty. I will see abundance, and it will show the way I reason, the things I do, everything. Why? A state of consciousness. So the objective of this session is to help you to begin to think that, look, I need to engage my spiritual being, my mental being, to be able to achieve the financial success I desire. Think about this statement. What do you think will happen if all the money in the world was to be shared equally among everyone on the earth? Within a few years, the money is going to find its way back to the hand of those that hold the largest share before it was shared. Why? Because what made them to be where they are? It's not necessarily because of what they do. Because there are people doing what they did. If I knew a guy, when Facebook started, the guy did a platform similar to Facebook, probably better. This was 2010, 11. 10, 11. But see what Facebook became. What it has become, rather, in the last 10 years or 15 years. There are people doing exactly the same thing. But how far they are going is different. Why? Because they are not understanding and leveraging the science behind wealth beyond just what you do physically, which is part of it. Only that is not the only thing. This happened not just because of financial literacy or financial discipline or business acumen. It has to do with the unseen trait in these people. This is because money is a spiritual game, and many rich people in the world know this and use it to their advantage. They know it and use it to their advantage. But many don't know it and then fail to use it. Until you understand that money is a spiritual game and leverage on this to your advantage, you will not be able to enjoy the abundance that you desire. Why is money spiritual? And what exactly does it bring? What exactly does it being spiritual mean? It has nothing to do with holy or lowly or good or bad. This is simply the unseen. When I say spiritual, I mean the unseen, period. The energy in the universe that is hidden from your eyes. Because everything is made from matter, and matter is from subatomic particles, which are essentially energy. Everything is made from matter, and matter is essentially, matter is subatomic particle, which is essentially energy. Money being energy means that it is part of God's system on the earth and part of God's force on the earth. So spirituality rather is the degree that you are able to align yourself to the God system on the earth. The degree to which you are able to align yourself to the God system on the earth. If you are not able to align yourself, and I use the example of gravity when we started. If you are not able to align yourself and you are in misalignment, in fact, lack of abundance is a sign of misalignment. Remember, he said he has given to you all things that pertain to life and godliness. So everything exists. If I don't have it, it's because I'm not aligned with it. Since God is infinite and full of abundance as a creator of all things, alignment with God's system grants you access to this abundance. Please note that money is not paper. It's not number that you see in your app, on your phone, in your bank account. If you believe this, you will only remain in the realm of effect, which is the physical plane. But there is a realm of cause, which is the spiritual and mental plane. So, whatever I see in my life, materially, financially, is an effect. There is a mental cause that created that effect. If my mental declaration is poverty, that's why I'm seeing poverty in my environment, because my focus is poverty. My belief is on poverty. You know, some people have some weird belief. Money does not grow on trees. Don't tell your children that way. Money doesn't grow on trees. You know, we're in what's the name? In the spa yesterday to buy something. So someone wants us to buy something, and I didn't want to buy it. So I said, don't worry, we'll get it later. He said, why are we not getting it now? I said, we'll get it later. Because I don't want to tell him there's no money. Deliberate. It's deliberate. So I told him that, no, we have a budget when we're coming and what we want to buy, and it's not part of it. So we'll get it some other time. And I deliberately avoid that word. We don't have money for it. And really, it's not that I can't buy it, but it's just not in my plan. So I won't buy it because he wants me to buy it. And it's not something we need, actually. Where am I going? I'm conscious of the message, what I'm saying, for him to hear. No money, no. Don't say there's no money. Because there is money, even though you might not have enough, but there is money. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Since God is infinite and full of abundance as creator of all things, alignment with his system to grant you access to that abundance. Money is a medium of exchange. The means of exchange of value are hidden at the core of value creation. There is no single exchange of value in this world that does not elicit one form of emotion or the other. So I bought water. I was thirsty. I bought water. I feel excited. I have water to drink and relieved. I bought a phone. I'm happy. I feel there's whatever you're buying it because of how it makes you feel. Whatever you're buying it because of how it makes you feel. So when you buy a phone, when you buy a car, when you buy a house, when you buy a jacket, they all make you feel something. They all elicit one form of emotion in you. Remember that emotion is energy in motion. That means everything you buy makes you release a form of energy. Am I making sense? Everything you buy make you to release a form of energy. Remember that emotion means energy in motion. That means at the core of all kind of money transaction is an exchange of energy between the people involved. And that is all money represents. It is energy. That is all money represents. It is energy. So the money is energy, and this has been hidden in your face for whole life. This is because money has left to do. with what you do in this life. It has more to do with what goes on within you. I will repeat that. Money, how much you have access to, how much you experience, how much abundance you have less to do with what you do physically, has more to do with what is going on inside. Has more to do with what is going on inside. This is why it is called income. Incoming. Income. Because it's a game of the inner world. The reality that you experience is nothing more than the effect with a cause in the mental plane. The reality. So my finance is also a reflection of what is happening internally. Of what is happening internally. Of what is happening internally. This is because as within, so without. As within, so without. Every situation and every condition and circumstance of your life is just a shadow and a reflection of your mind. This is why it is called income. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. A man will prosper on the outside to the extent of prosperity on the inside. A man will prosper on the outside to the extent of prosperity on the inside. This is why budgeting, saving, investment will only take you thus far, because they are all in the realm of effect. It does not make sense changing effect with effect. To change effect, you need to change the cost. To change effect, you need to change the cost. To change effect, you need to change the cost. About 90% of people on the earth sees money as you see it. And this is why, or what made them to always live in survival mode. The question is, what do you use money for? It's likely you will say it's to be used to buy food, to pay bills, to meet needs. That means you see money as a means of survival. That is a wrong money belief. If this is your perception of money, this will determine your projection and consequently lead to the type of reality that you see, which is survival. This wrong money belief is the root of survival and poverty. Is the root of survival and poverty in the world. Because your world is molded by your belief. Your world is molded by your belief. Please note that poverty is a disease of mind. Your belief about money is what sustains this ailment. I'll take that again. Poverty is a disease of the mind. Your belief about money is what sustains the ailment of poverty. Poverty is a disease of the mind. What sustains it? What sustains this disease is your belief about money. Poverty mindset makes you to be out of alignment with the universal flow of abundance. And this false money belief suck you out of alignment. Look at some money belief. Poverty is normal. Poverty is normal. Many people have normalized not having enough to eat, not having enough to spare. And normalizing of poverty allow the disease to be strengthened in the root of your mind. You need to begin to see poverty as a sign of being out of alignment with God's system of abundance. Some people believe poverty is piety. That is, poverty is holier than wealth. Please note that there is nothing noble or holy about being poor. Being poor does not make you closer to God. In fact, being poor makes you to do things that will make you to be out of alignment with God. Because when you get desperate, you can do desperate things. Saying being poor gives you spiritual reward is a scam that is being sold to many religious people. Some people will say money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. Money is the root. Is that what the Bible says? But what does some people quote? Money is the root of all evil. If you believe money is evil, of course, there's no drive. Remember, any belief that does not serve you is controlling you. Any belief in any area of your life, health, money, family, friends, whatever it is, if that belief does not serve you, it's pretending over you, it's controlling you. So you need to ask yourself, so I believe this thing, okay, how is this belief serving me? How does it benefit me? Because if it doesn't benefit me, it's controlling me. It's controlling me. There are wrong money beliefs that are keeping many in poverty. And as soon as you take this off, then you become ready for abundance. Another hindrance to many in attracting wealth is social contract. The desire to be loved and accepted by many. I've talked about belief. Now, social contract. Desire to be loved and accepted by many. Let me tell you, they are a people pleaser. You have issue with money. If you don't know how to say no. In fact, one of the best things you can do to your life in this life, to teach your children, is learning how to say no. Because we are yes people. People find it difficult to offend people. They find it difficult. Me, I believe being nice is not a fruit of the spirit. Love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith. Be nice, not one of them. So I don't have to be nice. If I don't want to do it, I'll tell you, I won't be able to do it. I'm sorry. Why? I don't want to do it. Social contract. Let me tell you the implication of that. This is the reason why some people feel guilty when they are doing better than their friends, getting better grades than their friends in school. This desire to be the same with everyone will make you to take decisions that repel money from you. This is because if you are going to be able to attract wealth, you will need to do things that will make you different from everyone. From everyone. Until you elevate yourself above the level. Until you elevate yourself above the level, when you seek acceptance of people around you, you will not be able to do things in the physical plane that will help you attract money to yourself. Another question is this: how much money do you have in your bank account? This is very important because that hinders how much you make on the outside. How much do you have in your internal bank account? How much do you have? How much do you have internally? How much do you have? How do you know how much you have? The figure that you can't conceive. You can't fathom it happening to you. And you need to ask yourself, 100K, 200K, 500K, 1 million. Ask yourself, which figure, when you mention it, even you have it beat. You have it beat. Why? You can't conceive it. It's okay, but you know the limit. Your goal is to grow beyond that limit. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. The degree of prosperity of your soul is directly proportional to the degree of prosperity that you experience in reality. Look, if you don't know this, you will not know that you need to do more to be able to grow within your mind. So you have a belief already of what you think is much. Either you know it or not, is you have it. Either you pick it up going up or wherever you think you pick it up from. All of us have it. The consciousness of it is what is required so that you now begin to walk your way up. So you need to be able to accept that this is possible for you. For example, someone, I think it was Pastor Sam at the moment that was talking about this particular thing. How he grew his mind. That he will write an amount on a check and he will stick it in a place in his office where he will see it every day. Where we 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 see it every day. Remember, attention is alignment. What you focus on, you become. What you focus on. Because you are reminding yourself, this is my target. This is who I am. I can achieve this. Reminding yourself. Say, we write it, and because you want to see it every time. And I do it also. You want to see it. Why? You want to see it. Why? Just look at it. Just look at it. Remind yourself, this is who I am. This is what I'm capable of doing. You need to do that and expose yourself to it long enough. When you are at that level, you will know yourself. You will know. You will know. Because that number does not scare you again. Why? You've seen it and 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 seen it. It's now in your consciousness and part of you. For some people, they don't have to do that. Growing up, they are used to hearing big, big figures. So in the home, big, big figure, millions, as in, it's normal. So it's in their mind, this is normal. So it's all about exposure. Exposure. What you're exposing yourself to. This is why, there are some people, they want to live in a good neighborhood. And you know what they do? They go to that neighborhood every day or every week and just drive around and look at it and imagine themselves in that environment. You know what they're trying to do? When you focus, it increases your vibration. And remember, vibration compound to become frequency. What is that called frequency? Product code. What you order is based on your frequency of vibration. What you are ordering from God's system is based on your frequency of vibration. No matter the amount of prayer you pray for breakthrough, if you are not at that level, it will limit how much the breakthrough can be 100K. It's breakthrough. It's breakthrough. Because that's the level of your soul. It's breakthrough. And quite frankly, it's breakthrough for some people. In your idea of today, you don't have an idea. It's breakthrough. For you, it's not breakthrough for you. So what's breakthrough for you? You need to grow it. I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. You prosper to the degree of the prosperity of your soul. This is why when you win lottery, when people win lottery, they are unable to keep the money because their external bank account is higher than their internal bank account. Their external bank account. Can you remember the principle of equilibrium? To balance out. It will balance out. Externally, 10 million. Internally, 1 million. Just a matter of time. You will come back to that level. Even go below self if you're not careful. Because it's at 1 million. Because it's at 1 million. So the law of balance or equilibrium of God's system will ensure that he makes stupid decisions until he loses the money or spend the money. And he will come to the level of his internal bank account. So as you grow your internal bank account, your external bank account will begin to grow. So if you can't keep 100K, if 100K shock you, you spend it. That's the problem. You can't keep it. You can't keep it in the account. You look at it. You don't touch it. It's shocking you. If it's shocking you, it's okay, but know your level. Know your level. And there's nothing wrong with that. Only that you should know and then work your way up. It's consciousness of where you are. Consciousness of where you are. Consciousness of where you are. If that amount shock you, it's a sign that, because if it doesn't, if you are at 1 million, if you have 10,000, anything 5%, 10%, 20% of what you where you are will not make any difference. What will make difference should be something that hit that amount or even beyond. Am I making sense? I'm trying to let you know so you can know internal thermostat to know. Because if you don't know where you are, you won't know where to go. You won't know, okay, this way I am, this way I want to go. So I want to work my way up. Your internal bank account, your external bank account is a reflection of your internal bank account. Because if you can't hold that amount, you must spend it. It's a sign. Because the internal will tell you, no, now it's too much for your level. Spend. You will not start saving. When you get to your level, you now remember, I need to save. I need to save. So, as you grow your internal bank account, your external bank account will also begin to grow. This is how you grow your internal bank account. Abundance is not how much you have in your reality, but rather how much you feel you have within. This is why you need to begin to grow your self-esteem, grow your self-worth. You need to do this by believing who you are in Christ. To do this, you need to first leverage scriptures that says that faith comes by hearing. By hearing. If you are going to believe it, you need to hear it. 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 Faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing. So when I want to sleep, I put on my headphone and hear what I want to hear. Because when you're about sleeping, when you're about waking up, the things that go inside find it easy to remain in your subconscious mind. But even when you're awake, if you listen to it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, because when you listen, you believe it. And that your objective is to believe it. Immediately you believe it, it will show in the things you say. It will show in the way you reason. It will show in your disposition. Now, people around you are going to say, Kilosha, what's wrong with you? Why are you talking like that? That's why those are the people you have to stay away from. Because they're going to say, why are you, what's wrong with you? Maybe you see I like this phone. I'm going to get it. You say, how much are you earning? How are you going to get it? But you are talking like someone that what? That have the money to get it. But you can't see it. So if you want to be like them, you will not. That's where the social contract come in. You don't want to. Sometimes they might say, he's too proud. Why are you talking like that? And you don't want to be proud. So you come back to their level and be talking the way they are talking. Because you want to be like them. Because you don't want to be different and separate. You don't want to be different. Because you don't know what has kept them where they are. it's also those things they are saying. Because out of abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So when you listen and it becomes part of you, it will come out in what you say. It will come out. That's why there's no such thing as it's expensive. There's no such thing. There's no such things. People are still buying private jets. Millions of dollars. What are you talking about? So it's not expensive. That you don't have it does not mean you can't. There's no such thing as it's expensive. Nothing is expensive. Because expensive is relative. What is expensive to you? It's expensive to someone else. What you spend in a year, someone spend it in 1 hour. I'm serious. And they're not stealing. And they're not yahoo. They're not stealing. But they understand something. Let me tell you, there are some people that practice this subconsciously because of the environment they grew in. Subconsciously. But they don't know this is what they are doing. I'm coming. Because they don't know. If they are not careful, if what is helping them in that environment is taken out, they might find themselves going back. And they're not, they used to be rich, and now they're like this. Because they did not work the system. It was like a fluke. But they were in the place that made them to think in a certain way that made them to achieve what they achieved. Which is why you must be extremely careful of the people in your environment as a human being. You must be careful. Anybody that is talking what you don't want to hear, you need to find a way out of that environment. They're always talking, complaining, poverty, murmuring, grumbling, blaming. See what Tinubu has done. See pain. See pain. They don't even like us. They are wicked. See all this people? Stay away. Because what you are doing is to say they are the one causing what is happening to you. That's not true. They're not the one causing it. They took a decision, no doubt. But in that decision, some people are not feeling it. I hope you know. I hope you know. There are some people are not feeling it. What you complain about, they don't even know anything is happening. I see, oh my God. Have you heard some politicians? They don't know what is going on because they are not in touch with reality. And there are some other people also who are genuinely, if you are in real estate and you sell houses, that's when you will know what I'm talking about. People are spending hundreds of millions to buy houses in this economy. And you're saying, where are they getting it from? By saying that, if you say that, there's no money, you're already, remember, until you are conscious of your state, you won't be able to appreciate why what is happening to you is happening to you. When you become conscious of your state, you begin to appreciate that, oh God, this is why. Change your attitude, mental declaration for a month, and see the difference. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Just change it for a month and let's compare notes. I'll come to you. Yeah, so up now. I'll come to you. Change it and begin to see what is happening. The real challenge we have as humans is not understanding that every day and every time you are declaring something in your mind. The degree of the prosperity of your soul is directly proportional to the degree of prosperity that you experience in reality. This is why when you win lottery, the money does not last. External bank account is outweigh internal, and the principle of equilibrium will ensure it balances out. This is how to grow your internal bank account. Abundance is not how much you have in reality, but rather how much you have within. This is why you need to begin to grow your self-esteem, self-worth. You need to begin to believe who you are becoming in Christ. To do this, you need to leverage scripture that you need to leverage scripture that say that faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word. And hearing by the word. Whatever you hear and hear and hear, about yourself for a long time, you believe to do, and this must be done through regular meditation. Regularly. So what do? I gather scriptures about that thing that you want to believe in any area. Personalize it. Verbalize and personalize, and then record. So every time I'm only with my earpiece, I'm driving, at home, sleeping, unless when I'm having conversation, I need to concentrate. And what? Why? I need to keep hearing. Why? Faith comes by what? Hearing. You can't believe it if you don't hear it. If you hear it long enough to get into your subconscious mind, if you get in and you believe it, you begin to act. And then you are now going to be operating at a frequency that will ensure you attract that desire of yours. This is part one. Let me hear from, yes, I saw your hand first. You have a question? Those online, if you have a question, let me know. Yes. Fantastic. Fantastic. Go ahead. I won't call anyone to get the money. You ask for money to sponsor myself. Then throughout that period, I didn't call anybody that I did not like me. I always have abundance to give even others. You go to DSCL. Because you believe you can get it. You don't believe they are the one. Because I had a project that was the of this, I think, 100,000. But 3 days to the program, the person before was coming in that I didn't get the money. I said, it's God that said I should do it, he will provide. For one man, I just bring up, someone called me. Say, send me a account. Now, hold on. You know, when I was saying the other time that when you use your left brain, that's the logic brain, to reason how it will happen. It's a sign you don't believe. When you try to reason it, how it's going to happen should not be your worry. You must be delusional. Do you know what I said? You must be delusional means you just continue what you need to do on your part as human and let it be. Until you get to that point that you believe that it will happen. But you don't know why. How? And don't look at what you have, particularly if you are earning and you have a project and you are not tying your earning to it, is the worst thing you can do because you will never be able to do it. Because you are already that means you don't believe. You don't believe. You believe by God's grace through your money. You believe by God's grace through your salary, you will do it. At the end of the day, people spend the money. I don't know where to start. I've become confused totally. So don't continue personal development because by personal development, you are positioning yourself for opportunities. But you don't know where the opportunity will come. Just do what you need to do. You don't have an idea of where it will come, how it will come. And if you do this well enough, sometimes you just have an idea. Call this person. Do this one. Just do. And when I do such thing, I don't care. If I don't get what I'm not bothered. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm not bothered. It happened. It don't happen. Why? Because I believe it's done. So if it is done, if I don't see it, I'm not bothered. I just continue to do what I'm doing. Why? Because I know I have it. That it has not manifested physically. Does not mean that's not happen. I hope you have say no money. I don't know where it is coming from. I have this. I am my clothes put them in the bag. He was looking at me. I went to took my bag. When I did, I put up clothes and I carried my bag. I told him, I didn't know that I don't have money.
You give me the money.
No, I'm serious. You know, I'm coming. You know, what am I saying? Those actions are signs you know to come. As in, their loudest noise that to come. Now, when I say don't worry about where it will come and how it's going to happen, immediately you begin to worry on where and how you want to be in control. You don't believe again. Yes, you want to say something?
At what point I want that saving? Let's say the aim is that they want to allocate some amount for children.
At what point you say, yeah, you what?
People save after employing this
No, save before your parent is satisfied. Very important. Save before your parent is satisfied. You know what that does for you? It makes you to manage what you have left and improve yourself to earn more. Do you understand? Someone say if you are not saving, you are not saving.
Sir, I have the problem. As far as if I don't have money, I don't see a problem to solve another problem. But the other day, money enter my eyes just open. There is a need to solve it.
Okay, so you are not El Shaddai, so you will not die. You can't solve everybody's problem. Even though we're not discussing financing, but I need to talk about it. You know, you must have a budget. I have a budget for benevolence. Okay, one of my my aunt's son. What do you call that? Aunt's son. I don't know. Aunt's son. So it's my mommy's younger sister's son. Aunt's son. Niece, it's a guy, nephew. So this guy, you know, we have a easier way to say it's my cousin. Just say my cousin, first cousin, second cousin. Now, I give him money every month. This December, I didn't have budget for him because I knew he would be at home. He will be in school. I give him money to support you in school. So he now chatted me and said, Merry Christmas, my monthly. And I said, how are you? We're coming out of the season. Where are you? Are you at home? He said, yes. I said, okay. Let me know when you get back to school. Because it's not in my budget. It's December. You should be at home. You should be eating at home. You should be asking for money to spend the time in school now. Wow, eat at home. Stop. You should have a budget. You should have a budget. Meaning, you have an amount you want to give. When you finish, anybody next month. You must save. You must. What saving does is let you know, okay, I have this. You are growing. It also helps you to know what you're worth. You don't understand? You know, I told you the last time that. So if you have this, it gives you a sense of growth in your financing. But what it's doing to you that you don't know is that it's also making you to know that that money is now real to you. So you don't see, if let's say you've never saved 500K before, you now save 500K. 500K will not shock you again because you have it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So as you save and grow, it also contributes to your internal bank account as to what you are worth, what you believe you can. So it's important for you to save. It's so important for you to save. It's a culture that you should imbibe as human being. It's a culture. The reason why people will be running up and down when their wife is about to deliver, or running up and down when there is rent is due, it's a sign of not planning their life. Because you're supposed to save. You have 9 months notice for your wife. You have 12 months notice for your rent. Why is it that a month to that time you are running as if you are just hearing about it? You have 9 months notice. You have been planning towards it now. You're not planning towards it. It's a sign you're not planning your life. And it's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. So, my brother, you are not El Shaddai. But
I was just trying to talk about, I'm not doing this before. So, when I was, this was last year, and then I came to the office, and then I saw your check. Things like, I didn't know, clear something.
Yeah, okay, the money, yeah. I wrote on the check, I see everything.
So then I was like, okay, maybe send the time for 10%.
Okay. Okay, say it like
But then I was like, what if I change the currency? Like, this was Naira, so I had a target of 10% of that in dollars. And so I had that, I went online, I got to check that. So that was been my screensaver since then till now. And then the way it's interesting is the fact that within time, right, things started aligning. That's going to position me in that direction. And then months down the line, I can see, I'm not it's that I'm not there, but like very
progress, making progress. I think, it's so important. The challenge for us is what you don't know you're doing to yourself by that focus is the alignment. The alignment. If you learn to align, and now these are deliberate practice you must do. If you don't practice, it will not happen because that means you are not conscious of it. You need to be conscious of it. That's why I said that. So what this is telling you that what comes your way in life is not necessarily because of what you are doing. It's more who you have become. Am I making sense? Who you have become. Who you have become. And who you have become is as a result of the growth going on internally every time. So the question is, who are you becoming every day? How are you becoming? Some people is getting worse. Some people is getting better by virtue of what they see, what they hear. Remember, your eyes and your ears are gateway to your heart. So control what you hear. Get a headphone. Put those scriptures together. Write it. Record it. Listen to it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Don't worry. What is happening, you don't know. Don't bother yourself. Just keep listening. Later you will not understand what is going on. Because what is happening is not conscious. It's just you being in that state of mind. You mentioned the figure, so you are not afraid of it again. You're not afraid of it.
The second experience in that same direction was this June. Yeah. So when I stopped 95, since like January, then I started like, midnight, right?
Okay. You want to go there?
So I was like, how do I do last year? So and then I saw one of my classmates that I didn't know you stayed there, but just walking on the road, like, oh, still like, oh, fantastic, I come and see. So I went.
So now enter.
And then like, so whenever there's no power to work at home, I'll just go there.
Okay.
And then, not even that.
Do you understand?
I'm going to get the apartment.
No, I'm telling you about people going to, you want this environment, going there, seeing it, experiencing it. Those are the things that make you to believe you will have it. Remember, you want to receive it. And in receiving it, how do you receive it? The way you feel. You receive it internally. He said, he shall have whatsoever. You won't have it if you don't have it. You won't receive it if you don't receive it. The biggest challenge for us is that many people want it on the outside, they've not become it on the inside. And guess what? Nothing will change until you change. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. So when you go to 2025, ask yourself an important question. What do I need to change? Online, please, you can indicate if you have question and you drop, or you can drop your comment on what you've learned. I can say about 14 people online. Yes, go ahead. You can arrange the lunch. It's too early.
The question has to do with the prosperity of the mind and then that equilibrium is correct. So financial indiscipline, is that an expression of the state of your mind?
Yes.
Such that you have a particular level of finance and at a level you drop because of financial indiscipline. So can we hold on to that and say, okay, the fact that you're not financially savvy is a proof that you've not gotten to that level financially internally?
Okay, the fact that you're not financially savvy to be able to no. That's separate external to internal. There are people that are very financially savvy, but they are still at the low level. They are managing only 1 million, but they are very financially savvy, they are very prudent, but still, despite the prudency, it's still low. It's still low, even though it's very, very prudent, but it's not attracting much itself because of the state of mind. So state of mind is extremely important. But what you said now is the prudence is still necessary. That's why I said you operate at 3 planes: physical, spiritual, and mental. So you should engage all of them, not leave it. The mistake is to go and be praying and not work, or go and be working, or visualization. Exactly. You need all of them to be able to achieve that objective. Any other question?
So what's now? I don't know. I just read about serious evaluation. I get it, but what is the place of now set of your like setting like when they say that you have to your plan and your goal, you should make it like realistic, specific. So how do you balance this thing of your imagine more than what you can because so the idea of this visualization and
Hold on. I get your point. The challenge you are still mixing the physical with the mental and spiritual. The physical in terms of planning. It's good to plan. It's good to set goals, but I've told you the challenge of this thing I've done. Number one, is this something, if I put a figure, let's say it's a financial goal, I put a figure, can my mind conceive it? If my mind can conceive it, that means I've overcome step one. The next thing is whatever I need to do on my own, like that I emphasize personal development, doing all you need to do on your path. You're not leaving that out. That means you have a strategy of what you want to do. Now, but there are people that do that still don't get it. That's the reason why you need to be there internally. So that whatever you are doing in strategy, then makes sense afterwards. Does it make sense? Whatever you are doing, then makes sense afterward because you're already what you want. No matter the strategy and effort put in place, if I am not it internally, I will not achieve it.
And what if your strategy on the physical is not where you look at it, where you are being realistic with your plans, so that you cannot get that 10 million naira that I have said. Let's say all the money you have.
You can't. What? Take the question again.
Like what if on where you look at it physically, like based on your planning, you know that this level of resources that you have and things you have in place, you can't achieve. Your resources can
throw your mind there. Leave what you have and how you are focusing on the how. You're focusing on the how.
That means the whole specific, the whole planning does not.
Let me tell you that thing does. It restricts you. It's good for planning, but it's not the solution. Does that make sense to you? It's good for planning. If I want to do something, I should plan and work towards it. But it's not the solution. What that means is that first, look at what you talked about. The one on campus. Of course, what he was getting, he probably is doing. I know a brother on campus. He does home lesson. Now, look at this one. He does home lesson. Now, at that time, and I mean at that time, 1999, at that time, this brother was getting 50K in a month from home lesson because he was teaching people on the island. This is a time that 5,000, I'm a big boy in a month to survive. 5,000, I'm a big boy. It's even more than enough to survive on campus. This guy getting 50. And he doesn't need anybody. His parents, he was not even a Nigerian. Can you imagine? He came from Cameroon. But we're in fellowship together. Do you understand? So what I say is, how do you phantom that? If you keep thinking and focusing on this, on the how, because the way you are seeing the goal, this plan, you are looking at it as the how. If you look at it as the how, you have issues. Because I'm not going to tell you how. Your how will only be based on what you think you have in terms of resources. Not what you have become internally. And I say focus on what you have become internally. Let that be the basis for your planning. So, yes. Don't suspend. You should no. So for example, whatever you are achieving should be specific. Whatever figure you have is measurable. The only issue here is when it appears it's not realistic, and that's why I say you must be delusional. Dangote is delusional to say he wants to build 20 billion refinery. He told himself, if he's going to do it again, he won't do it again. He won't. He's delusional to want to do it. But he did it. Do you understand? The fact that it looked like that, I use the word delusional because it looked like ahead of your mind. But the question is, where are you internally? If you are there, go ahead. How is going to happen now? Leave that. Because as long as you keep focusing on the how, you have issues. And that's a big challenge for us. Particularly for those that go to school very learned, you want to, you are always thinking of how, but it's not about how. But if you have had an experience and you see this happen, then you understand. Me, I've seen all sorts of things. I've seen sometimes, how do I describe this now? Okay, so how people can just call. I can just get a call. Someone said that you want to do this and they need your service. Okay, the person that I don't know him. He just told me the person that told me, I don't know him. The person that called, I don't know him. Only that I need my service. Before you know it, we do the service. And he will pay. I don't know, but I'm in a position where I can do that thing. Which is where personal development comes in. Which is why you cannot be lazy, you cannot be idle, you cannot be unskillful, because God is going to bless you, going to bless what you have in your hand. So the question is, what do you have in your hand? And I'm not afraid to charge, because I know there's not such thing as expensive. I don't do anything expensive. So, so my services are very, very expensive.
Thank you very much,
yes,
Doctor.
Sir. Yes.
Thank you very much. Again, I come back to also ask questions and make some comments.
Okay.
From your previous to be spent. From your previous teaching, money is not meant to be spent.
Okay, that's on finance.
I said so many things that pay your tithe and not.
Hello? Hello?
My question is this.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
I said, thank God you are talking about finance and we are preparing for 2025.
Yes.
From the previous conversation, you said money is not meant to be spent.
Okay.
But to be
invested.
He is a bad master, but a good servant.
Yes.
I love that. And again, there is this gap, which I want us to analyze, although you have said it in passing that it is not left in cash you have in bank account, but what you have internally. He called those things that be not as though they were.
Yeah.
Now, this gap is this. There is this expectation gap. Now, if you look at most, and you also said start building. I said when you look at most rich people, we look at their portfolio. Yeah, they achieve so much. They don't read Bible. Most of them, they are not Bible person.
Yes.
Most of them does not even believe in God.
Yes.
Like Richard, I read the story of Richard Branson, the virgin man. He does things like a crazy man with all his business ideas and all that. Now, we read Bible. We have all the promises of God. We have all that it takes to be at the best. But the gap is still there because of the mind.
Yes.
And you have dwelled much on mindset changes, how to enrich the mind, how to work on the mind, how to be loaded inside. I think what more do you think that we needed so that we begin to connect with the reality of God for our life?
Discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline to do what you need to do. Discipline to do what you need to do. Because the real work is the action.
You talk about visualization. Visualization. Yes. Vision. Yes. Many people are even afraid of riches.
Yes, I agree. Very correct. No, you're very correct. It's a belief system.
Now, you said something, sir. Sorry, the thing is just eating me very strongly, and I'm just eating it, digesting. Now, you said your ACF training that you anchor. You with Fidelity Bank, with Bank of Industry, with every way that we are doing. You mentioned that you intend to have a college, an institution. That if somebody gives you $10 billion now, it's not that you are thinking, what am I going to do with the money? The idea is there.
Yes.
That's visualization.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's vision.
Yeah.
So some of us, if we have that $10 billion, we don't even know what to do about it. We'll be looking at, okay, what can I do? Some people say,
very correct. Yeah. Very correct. Very correct. Very correct. Very correct.
Some people say, if I get $1 million today, I will be looking for what to do. But the thing you are going to do with the money is already on ground. That's visualization.
Yeah. 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 And that's what also make it possible afterwards. Because you're prepared for it.
Very, very interesting, sir. I'm just eating it. I'm eating it. Seriously.
All right.
Please help us dwell on how Christian we are supposed to be dominate the world. Many of us are limited by our environment, by the kind of friend we keep, by the type of mind we express. We are even afraid to disconnect from lay-by friend, lay-by people. We are afraid, so we don't want them to say he's proud.
I'm not proud. I'm not proud.
Whoever is not
because
whoever is not allowing,
I'm the only one that
shed weight quickly and move on.
You know, when I started, I talk about the social contract. It's a big challenge for
you. You have to talk about it very well. Talk about it very well. Vision. When you have vision, you are pregnant. And some people want to hold you back. Disconnect and move on. That doesn't make you to be proud or whatever.
The bigger challenge for many, actually, like you said, is that environment. And, you know, the Bible says Jesus Christ, for the hope that was set before him, endured the cross. So I discovered when you are a visionary person, distraction is easily avoided because vision creates blindness. Focus creates blindness. So when I'm focused on something, I'm blind to many things. When I'm focused. So now I'm looking at Chidi. I'm blind to all of you here. I can't see you. So when I'm focused at something, it ensures that I avoid distraction as much as possible. He said, because of the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. If I can know why, I can bear anyhow. If I can see the benefit of what I'm doing ahead, it encourages me to be disciplined to go through whatever challenge I'm going through now. So I'm not bothered about what the people are saying, because I'm focused on where I'm going. I can see exactly where I'm going. The real challenge, many people cannot see where they are going. So they don't know, they can't see. So there's nothing ahead that is driving me. So, you know, when you don't have a place you are going, everywhere becomes the road. You don't have a destination now. So everywhere, someone comes to your house.
Correct.
Can we go to the movie today? I'm just bored. Someone tell you he's bored.
Wow.
Bored is a big problem. For if you are bored, something is wrong.
It's an emptiness of the mind.
How to connect internally. I can be in the house for a week and not come out. A week, a month, I won't come out.
Because there is no dates.
There's so much to do. So why will I? Bored? I don't even have enough time to do what I want to do. How on earth will you be bored? How? It's a sign that you have not really been able to get your ass together and really know what you really want to do with your life. For you to be bored, I mean, there's abundance of ideas, and then you're looking for what to do to while away the time because there's nothing to do. But you can be there and just spend time in his presence, just meditating. And I try to spend at least an hour every day just by myself. Sometimes I do breath work. I just want to visualize, just connect. Why? Because being alone is so important. That's why sometimes Jesus will withdraw himself. You need to be alone. You need to just be alone. You can't be with people all the time because there's so many distractions out there. But it takes a lot of discipline to be able to be alone by yourself. And you must master being alone by yourself. You need to master it. Be alone by yourself without any distraction. And you are just fine. And how can you be in the presence of God and be bored? It doesn't make sense. Do you understand? There's so much you can visualize. And if you do this well enough, you can actually be lost in thought. You don't even know when time is.
Correct.
Spend 1 hour, 30 minutes. Why? Because that's why, I don't know if you have experienced some people, they speak in tongues a lot, and they can speak in tongues for about 1 hour. Some more. And they, if you ask them, sometimes they are not conscious of their presence at that time. As in, they are not themselves again. They are not, as in, they are not themselves. That means
they don't.
When you connect God, really,
doctor.
Yes, you will become
people like that. They don't have friends. They don't have friends.
You said?
I said people like that. They rarely have friends.
They can't have a lot of. Only people that can understand them. They can. Only people that can understand them. If you do this well enough, you will lose conscious. I don't know if it's happened to you. You lost consciousness of time. As in, when actually, it's 2 hours. As in, you won't.
Time is gone.
Sometimes you are walking. You might be doing something. You just get lost. As in, because you are inside what you are doing. You are no more. You are lost. You are no more having a sense of time. That's what happened when, if indeed, either in prayer, in worship, in meditation, you can be lost like that, that you are not conscious that time is going again. But we are in a distracted world. Someone said it's a distracted generation. In fact, there is a new evolving discipline. Now, you know what discipline is called? Distraction management. People were in a distracted world. People now need a coach to help them manage their distraction. You don't understand? They need someone to help their pain. Their pain not to be distracted. Distraction management. Because we are in a very distracted world. So many things calling for attention everywhere. So you now have to be disciplined to say, no, not time for this, not time for this. So when you wake up in the morning, for example, the first 1 hour, 2 hours, depending on how much you have before you go to work, you want to ensure you don't avoid those distractions as much as possible. Because the way you start the day matters a lot. To keep yourself at that frequency you want to be throughout the day, it matters a lot. And if you do this is actually why you can receive inspiration. So you have a problem, and this has happened several times. You have a problem that's a challenge, and I'm trying to fix it. Pray about it. I'll put my iPad by my side because I'm expecting solution to come. And when I wake up, the first thing that comes to me is idea about that thing. And immediately I will write down. Now, when you do that and you see how much ideas, creativity, innovation you are getting as a result of that kind of fellowship, how can you be bored? But I know that a lot of people are bored. All right. Any other comment?
Thank you very much, Doctor.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Any other comment?
Another challenge I have, even for us that are religious. I'm part of them anyway. We quite a lot of number praying, doing vigil, doing this, doing that. Prosperity, bless me, bless me. The question is, if God blesses you, what will you do with it?
No, many people don't have what they will do with it, though. That's why it's not coming. The prayer is actually survival prayer. No, survival prayer. The prayer is to meet survival, to take care of it. Not because there's a vision of what you really want to accomplish. And that's a good place to be, because it's already a poverty mentality that will also attract thing. Because if I'm praying because of basic need, that's the poverty mentality. Praying because of basic need, the poverty mind. I'm serious. You shouldn't be praying for money. You should be positioning for opportunities to come.
That's why many of us, when we go outside of the country, we have faith crisis.
No,
because
no,
of the thing we pray for
when you
here.
travel abroad. Because you will get job now.
Yes, because
So you don't pray for job again.
most of healthcare is there,
So suddenly,
money is
there's
there,
no need for God again.
facility.
Because you don't need to pray
So
for
you,
job again now.
what am I
So there's
praying
job
for?
now. There's job now. So if all your prayers be what to eat and what to drink, when you get an environment where that is being provided, there's no need for God again. And what am I praying for?
It's a crisis now comes.
Because the whole idea, my mindset of God is a God of need.
But actually, the purpose of fellowship with God.
Exactly. This whole essence of fellowship transcend what to drink. But I understand we're in Africa, so I understand why this is our focus, because we're in Africa and there is a big challenge of what to eat and what to drink. So, but it doesn't mean it does still make it right. The fact is that it's affecting us, either you like it or not. If you are, because it just shows you are focused on what's it? Lack. Focus on lack. Focus on lack.
Where, doctor? Another thing I notice is that when there is a rich fellowship with God, all these other things are easy to access.
You don't even worry about them. And when you are not desperate for them, because God is enough, you can only have what you already have. Because you are no more desperate for them. You have abundance. But God is enough. You have abundance. Then you attract abundance. Because
and he controls he controls the resources.
Exactly. You balance out at the end of the day. So you have to understand that we have a lot of opportunity and access, but like you said, discipline, as in the reason. And I like the way you're asking that question. Try to see how do we practicalize this thing?
I'm preparing for 2025.
Yes.
2020. Doctor, I have plenty testimony for you as far as I'm concerned. Now, why is this thing so? I have plenty testimony for you.
Okay.
Why are these conversations so deep eating me up? Is because there are some elaborating, connecting science, connecting the network.
Okay, so why this thing is eating you up is because
there are something that I do unconsciously before now that by the time you started analyzing, putting science, putting the mystical aspect, it's just deep.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the network is allowing.
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Hello? Okay, I think it's having issue with network.
Because the essence of eating the flesh, but we are empty in the souls.
Yes. Yes.
But the fasting aspect, you talk about the high frequency vibration, and you can cut your appetite, cut your all these habits, discipline. You discover that your soul will be lifted.
Yes. Yes.
You begin to
yes.
You begin to connect appropriately. The promises of God begin to rest on your soul, and you are able to now begin to operate at the
level you are supposed to be operating.
But it's hard. It's hard.
It's a lot of work, but like I said, you can get used to it. Because the beauty about human being is anything you start working on, it look a little bit tough, hard, just like you're learning a keyboard or piano. Over time, because of practice, it becomes part of you. Then it will now look.
I wish you can have a boot camp where we spend 7 days teaching and practicing all these
teaching. I
I
actually thought of this. We might do that at some point. No, because if we are in an environment together for days, you easily get into this and it becomes a lot easier to continue. Because you are going to see a lot of, you are going to begin to, it's like the number of hours is enough for you to okay, as you get a new information, your brain changes. As any new knowledge, form a new synapse in your brain, a new neuron is formed. So the number of days is going to increase the number of neuron formed large enough to help you continue afterwards. I think that's what I'm saying. So that connection is what that number of hours and days, which is the same thing that happens if you spend time listening again and again and again and again and again. Because the more new thing you get, the more new neuron is formed, and it will form a kind of mind. Because now it has like a life of itself, like an entity that can have life of itself afterward. When it becomes that habit, then it also becomes difficult to break, which is why habit is good if you build good habits rather. Because you can also, so there's nothing wrong with habit. The issue is the habit you cultivate is the problem. Because the brain is designed to brush your teeth in the morning, that's an habit. Dress up. Everything you do, there is a mind in the brain that controls it, a set of neurons that work together to control it. You can also create a set of neurons that work together to control this kind of habit. Immediately you achieve that, it becomes easier to be able to. But to get there,
that's correct.
Get the work.
So we are looking forward to the book count.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Any other question? Any other question? Okay, let me talk about what you have learned. What's the time now? The time is 2. I want us to talk about what you have learned for another 15-20 minutes, and then we'll go to the next one. It's still on finance. The next one is still on finance, and the topic is you need to be wealthy to attract riches. And I'll talk about that after. So to be a continuation of what I just talked about. Yes. What have you learned? Okay, some of us have been here for 2-3 hours. What are those that came in early? Damilare, you came in. Okay, the guy here has left. Okay, then can you imagine? You do good. Okay, at least the 2 ladies in front of me here. Let me start from you. Ola, yes. What? No, now don't tell me what you've learned. Tell me what has changed. Do you understand what I mean? What has shifted inside? What? I'm trying to look for the right way to. What has shifted? What has changed internally? Is the question clear to you? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't say based on what applies.
Yes.
Concerning loving each other.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to somebody provoking you.
Yeah.
So it means that for me, no matter what the person is trying to do, I have to be able to control myself. Because
how do I control myself?
Based on shifting your focus now.
The way you control yourself, the way you react to your interpretation. The way you react to your interpretation. So instead of interpreting it negative, I can choose to interpret it positive. That's the shifting. The way, when someone said to you, you are mad. Now, you are angry because you are mad. The question is, are you mad? No. So why are you angry? So if I'm angry, that means I'm mad. That means I believe it now. You're a bastard. I'll just look at you and pity you. Because I know my parents. I know I'm not a bastard. Now, I've interpreted it in a way that served me. I could have interpreted it in a way that did not serve me. But what do you mean? Even you, your father. Because I believe I'm a bastard. Because if I don't believe I'm a bastard, why am I angry at what you said now? I shouldn't be angry. Now, I'm talking about perspective, interpretation of that. So I agree with you, the fact that when someone does something to me, I need to respond, not react. But for me to respond, I must interpret it in a way that serves me, not in a way that makes me angry. Yes. Let me move on, go off time. Yes. What's the name? Probably we need to introduce ourselves. Ola, Abi? Ola Bosipo. Yes, you mention your name when you want to talk. Yes. Mary, okay. Go ahead. Know what you've learned, what has shifted, what just one striking thing. I love that word, polluted environment. Polluted environment. You must be deliberate about cleaning your environment. That means sanitizing your environment, because your environment is influencing you one way or the other. Yes. Blessing, okay. Oh, okay. It's like this saving matter is a serious issue. Go ahead. Someone said you should pay yourself first before you pay others. When you buy things, you are paying others. When you buy things, you are paying others. When you buy food, you are paying others. When you buy water, you are paying others. Anything you buy, you are paying others. Pay yourself first. Save. That's the only way you pay yourself. Because that money, you cannot use it to develop yourself or for other things you need in future. Pay yourself first. Yes. And ensure benevolence. Very important. You can call it tithe, call it offering, call it giving, whatever it is. Something you are giving out. Because you should not be a Dead Sea. You know what a Dead Sea is? You receive, doesn't give out. Look at this. Then you grow. Breathe in and not breathe out. Try to breathe in and not breathe out. That's what you do when you receive and you don't give. You shock yourself. You shock yourself. Learn to give. Go ahead. Yes. Inside.
Like what's this that I was saying earlier? Then we go then to get to somewhere like someone's desire, just get going to other place and you can start when you make some that what you just keep dreaming of it and you can write like what you said also earlier about people.
Write it down so you can see it. You know, scripture mentions something. It says, as we behold him in a glass and we become changed. That's the power of focus. You behold, and become changed. Behold, and become changed. Anything you behold, you become. If you keep looking at it, you become in just a matter of time. Just guess. So if you look at things that make you fearful, you become fearful. If you look at things that make you happy, you become happy. If you look at things that make you sad, you become sad. Every time, no matter the situation of your life, there's always something that makes you happy. Focus on that rather than focus on, because look, nobody have it together. There will always be something you don't like. There will, and God did it deliberately so that you know you are not self-sufficient. You always need him. So, because if you don't need him, that means you don't have any issues to deal with. There will always be issues to deal with. And that helps you to always need him. He put you in that place. So don't be unhappy because of that. Rather, focus on the positive side. Because of time, let me move to Damilare.
First thing I learned was your frequency is your product.
For ordering, your frequency of vibration is the product for what you are ordering from God's system. Your frequency of vibration is the product code of what you are ordering. And guess what? You are always ordering. Only that you don't like what you order. But you don't know you ordered it. You are always ordering. You don't like what you order, but you don't know you ordered it. So now become conscious of what you are ordering. So you can order what you want. To order to buy something. You know, that's my questionnaire. You can't say a word that I don't understand. You must understand every bit of the word. When you place order. When you buy something online. Okay, go ahead.
So another thing that struck me was when you said when you get a particular amount that you spend until
yes.
Yes. So it made me realize that okay, I'm actually beginning that.
Yes, no, it's not. So, you don't know. It's not like you don't know. It's just a, how do I describe it now? It's just a consciousness. Now you
I won't realize it until I get to.
I'll discuss at home, please. I beg. Yes.
Because when because when you say that, I even I have the amount in my head.
Okay.
Now when I get to that amount, that's when I realize that.
Oh, that means you're already monitoring. So what you should do is to increase your saving plan. Increase your saving plan. Save more. Save, because when you know you have this, you conscious. Now, when you make more, save more. So, for example, let's say you earn 100K and all your expenses, let's say you save 30K and your expenses maybe about 40K. There may be other things you do 30K. So you have 30K, you save. You now earn 150. No, you must be spend 70. You must save 180. You see that extra? Now for saving, not for spending. Because those are the things that make you to increase your capacity. Because when you are able to put money aside, that you can put it aside, there's a sense that I have it. That sense, you need that self-worth, self-esteem, concept of what you want. If you save more, you grow it. So that kind of figure does not shock you again that you now begin to spend anyhow. Do you understand? So 2025. Yes. What's the name? Check, go ahead.
Because of teaching individually on the aspect of like we are talking about any religion that's really have value to you.
Yes. It's a waste of time. Any religion, the goal of religiosity, no, let me put it this way. Spirituality without a control over your reality is vanity. That's where someone put it. Spirituality without control over your reality is vanity. It's a waste of time. That means if I am believing something, it should be because of the value I derive from it. If I'm not deriving any value from it, then why am I wasting my time? What's the use? Go ahead.
The aspect of
Okay, savings. Okay. Yes. Okay.
So when you now get to NI, you now notice that you also save on that.
Saving is not about amount you earn. You can be any 10K and still be able to save 500 naira, 200 naira. It's not about the amount you earn, and it's not about the amount you save. It's a culture. So someone cannot say because of how much I earn, that's what I'm going to say. That's not true. You just don't have that culture, period. It's not about the amount. It's not about the amount you earn or the amount you save. It's about the culture of saving. Because if you already used to saving, when you earn more, naturally you save more. Always put yourself on the bracket in terms of what you earn from, because sometimes you will get some opportunity like maybe bonus, more money will just come that you know. What do you do with it? Some people will paint the town red. They will enter Spa. Enter ShopRite. Go and you that's why you will hear that's why you will hear Nino Lowo. I have a brother like that where we are campus. Money Nino Lowo. You begin to hear all sort of what's the name? Adage or cliche to support your foolishness. Yes, now. Yes, let me move to you. What's the name? What do you call the name? Shegun, okay. Timetare, go ahead.
How I feel what is happening
around me.
But learning from that side and also the mindset that I've been having concerning how to be my mindset about things and reality. I'm bringing it together the way I do things and the way I factor my mind into my environment and things that are happening. I've begun Go for me here. My sense of before I live more positive minded, even in the midst of negative challenges, and it really helped me then. That I don't know, I don't think I
No. What happened is you did it, but you were not conscious that what you did is what made this to happen. So sometimes we do some things because you did not understand the science, you can't replicate it. So now you know. So it becomes easier to replicate because the idea is to be able to repeat it and ensure, okay, I can repeat it, I can make it to happen again. And the goal is to be able to make it to happen. So it doesn't look mysterious. This is what I did, and this is what happened afterwards.
Because when we started this, me and my friend was talking, I was complaining to him that I said, this in my mind has been a factor to this and that. So my mind is not outside of the 3K, my mind is not outside. So I'm planning.
Okay, with 3K.
So I will save 10,000 every month. At the end of the day, I don't know how I spend that. So when I'm doing service, I live without money.
Are you serious?
Because I save money along the line, because I lack saving of food. I will save. I have money. Someone calls me, say, this and this is happening. I will put the saving.
And go on. Then it's not a saving. That's not a saving. The way to save, let me tell you how to save.
Yes.
Don't save money in account that have mobile app. Don't save money in account that have ATM. Don't save money in account that have any USSD. Save money and don't save money in a bank that is close by. There are some new banks now. Bank like Providence, bank like Titan, Nova. There are some banks, only 1 or 2 branches in Lagos. So you know if you need money, you have to go there. You need to be disciplined now. So you know, before you get there, the need has finished. The need has passed. Forget about it. So you need to do it in a way that when the money enter that account, nothing. In fact, what I do insurance. The way the insurance is, even if I want it and I apply, 2 weeks, they see the process. They see the process. So what I need is, so you can do, it's a saving, but they call it's an insurance kind of package that you can use. That kind of, so there are different options you can use to be able to. So that way it helps you to be able to. So you shouldn't, if you're at the time, you know that if there's a need, you will think of the money. If the money is not there, you will discover that need is to take care of yourself. You don't need to be the one to take care of it. If you don't have it, you take care of yourself. Immediately you realize that, you won't make yourself, you put yourself down and do pressure again. Go ahead. What's the name? Okay. Okay. Yes. There's a book I want to recommend that you read. I don't want to forget. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. It's a small book you can finish between today and tomorrow. And I can get some, okay, chat me, I'll get soft copy for you. If you Google us, I'm sure you can find it. As a Man Thinketh, I'll recommend about 3-4 books before we finish this program. I don't want to forget this one. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Go ahead.
So, yeah, concerning the part of attention, I know that sometimes a lot of things comes to like real and just standard on every and I know it's have a tangible result on what one thing that I think we actually learn to focus one thing, and then also the part of when we talk about fear.
Why don't you come here? Go ahead.
And how we just that what we focus on.
It's serious now. It's easy. Immediately you wake up, you have nightmare, you are thinking of the dream. Why are you thinking of the dream? Direct your focus. Victor, Yes.
Both fear and courage.
Yes, fear and courage, the same frequency, different rate of vibration.
You know that there's a difference between fear and courage, and what you focus on that will be like a reality. And just
What you focus on becomes your reality. So that means if I'm afraid, ask yourself, this thing that is creating fear, what is the opposite? And focus on it. Focus on it. Tune your mind to it. Be deliberate about the way you control your mind. If you do when you begin to have control over the way, the thought, you'll be shocked at how you live a good life. Even in the midst of fear, of issues. I'm serious. That means no matter the issue, not that you're happy with it, but it doesn't make you sad. It doesn't make you living in fear in spite of that situation. Are you okay? Are you done? Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I think also talk about like what that you only have what you now.
Yes, yes.
That you want to
Yes.
And you should not allow your what you can see
To dictate, to affect you. He has given us all things that pertain to life and godliness. All things. All things. That you don't have it, it's a sign of the state of your mind. And that's fine. Know it and then work your way up. So that you are now conscious of what goes on in your mind. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
What about that? Whatever we like, before I go out, say whatever you see, I want to driving.
Yes, by wanting or need, it's a sign I don't have it. I want water. I want water. Wanting and needing is a sign you don't have it. And that means you are communicating the wrong message of lack. You are communicating the message of lack. So you are going to increase lack because you are saying, I don't have it. Whereas I should close the gap between myself and that reality. So I have it. And in having it, it shows in my word, in my action, in my declaration, everything I say. And it's just a matter of time, it becomes my reality. Yes, Chidi.
So what I was stop doing right for me is that fear thinking, right? So being able to have that mastery right now, being able to switch. Because in reality, especially if you've been exposed to multiple situations and you're getting very different, the possibility that you can get tangled up in so many things. Being able to master that switch is very key for me. And then when I start doing identify is stretching.
What do you mean?
Stretching in the sense visualization.
Okay.
So, like, how do I the possibilities are endless? How do I, the end of the exercise is just expand.
So immediately you achieve one, you set another one. Immediately you achieve one, you set another one. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Because it's actually endless, actually. It's actually endless. There's abundance everywhere. The challenge is we are not positioned to receive it. Goodness and mercy shall follow you. Don't chase goodness and mercy. Position for goodness and mercy. Position for goodness and how do you position for it? Ensure you have an internal state that aligns divine. Internal state. So that's why we can maybe I'll talk about that in the next. Having issues, worried, anxiety, disturbance. You join late. Okay, go ahead.
One thing is that I go to university.
Yes.
There's nothing impossible. If you another thing is I look at myself for opportunity.
Yes.
If I'm not well prepared, if it comes, I will not even see it.
Yes, you will see it. And by the way, the opportunity is always available actually, but we don't get to see it. The people that see it. Let me give you an example. Chidi, that place. That's an opportunity in Akoka for the person. But we have always been here. The person might not even be living in this locality. But he's able to put it together. And you can see a lot of new ones. It's just everywhere. Hostel. You'll be wondering what's going on. Some people are now waking up. Some people are waking up. So that's why you see a lot of people trying to do it. The opportunity have always been there. But that's why I said when you are reading, it doesn't matter what you are reading. Book, Bible, whatever it is, you only see to the level of your awareness and consciousness. That's why we read the same thing, we see different things. We don't see the same thing. We read the same thing, but we see different things. Because you see to the level of your awareness and consciousness. Go ahead. Focus, yeah. Other things.
And also, what I hearing, we have a lot, at least, repetition in hearing in terms of God, change your mind.
It makes you to believe it. And remember I said, how you know you don't believe is the way you act when situation presents itself in that area. So that you don't think, because sometimes you don't believe and you don't know you don't believe. Am I making sense? You don't believe and you don't know you don't believe. To know you believe, situation will present itself to let you know you believe. When that situation comes, you will know if you believe or you don't believe. That's why I gave that example of bus conductor. That's the easiest I could find. But it could be in other things. It could be in other things that you don't believe that this is possible. And because you don't believe, of course, you shouldn't be surprised that you are not able to see it in your environment. Yes, young man. What did you learn? Yes. Position yourself through your visualization, through meditation, through prayers, but ensure you are prepared for it so that when it shows up, number one, you'll be able to see it. And then you can take advantage of it. Those online, you can drop your learning point on the chat. I don't know if some of us are still with us. Those online, is there anybody that wants to share with us what your share has learned? It's only FTL that have been speaking. Any other person? Yes. You have a question? Yes, go ahead.
So in the area of saying no.
Okay, an area of saying no. Okay.
So now my question is, how do you say no without feeling like without sounding like offensive or without sounding like, because especially like for instance, like in the case where your siblings,
okay,
or they meet you, for instance, your parents are at this time, or they know you were working on a project and they are asking you by that time, or at that time you already have
plans for the money.
So how do you say no without sounding like?
Okay, good.
Or without feeling bad.
No, let me tell you, the way you feel is your interpretation. Like you are guilty of something, you feel guilty. Someone else will be without being feeling guilty. It's your interpretation, it's the way you see it. So that feeling guilty or feeling bad is the way it's your interpretation. If you interpret it differently, you feel differently. But in learning to say no, first thing you must understand is, so you need to let them understand is you have a budget. Let them know you have a budget. So like I was telling you of that guy, you are not in my budget for this month. Period. If you don't like it, that's okay. Because I am not nice. Because being nice is not a fruit of the spirit. Love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith, that's the fruit of the spirit. That's the reality. I'm not nice. And I don't have to be nice. So I have a budget. You're not in my budget. You're in my budget for January. You're not in my budget now. But don't worry. In fact, sometimes if I said, go and borrow, I will give you at the end of January. Don't worry, I will give you. Go and borrow. I will give you, I promise. Because I'll put it in my budget. That's what I will do.
Well, it's no class now.
Eh?
It's class for the years ago. You are committed to every more than
Who is that?
your nephew.
Oh, he calculated. Is it? No. Who is digging the money? You are calculating. You are the one receiving. You are calculating. Who is supposed to calculate and plan? Is it not the person that is paying? He's going home. The reason I'm giving you to support you in school. You are home. Why do you be asking for money when you are home? I'm supporting you in school because there is inflation. You need money to support what your parents is giving you. But you are home. There is shelter. There is food. What are you looking for? That's not my business. I'm supporting you for food and survival in school. So whatever any other thing wants to do, I'm telling. I don't have any issue with that. There's another one. That one in April, he said he needed money for a project. And the money will be for the total will be all I normally would give him for the rest of the year from April. So he calculated and said, please, can you give me ahead so that I can go and do this project? I said, why not? I gave him the money. 3 months after, he started me for money. Urgent 2K. No urgent 2K. No urgent 2K. I have already, I said, do you know I'm giving other people? It's not only you I'm supporting in school, I'm also other people. Why would you want me to? I'm giving you yours. I have to go and, you know, no, he told me in December, Christmas. I said, no Christmas. So we said till December. So until January, you can't ask me for money. We agree now. How can you? But we agree. Is it that you don't? I went to show you. I pointed him to the chat. He's the one that suggested I pointed him. But that's what we agree now. Why are you people laughing? That's what we agree. It will look like, why is this? It's not. Look, when you are principled, they say you are mean. And I'm not bothered. That I've already accepted I'm not nice. And I'm okay with it. Because Christ does not send me to be nice. He said I should be loving. So I don't need to be nice. If you don't do this, I can assure you, you will not have savings.
Yes.
Because you won't be able to plan and budget. You just spend anyhow. So if you are not in my budget, no. I will put in the next month. Don't worry, I'll put it. Unless, even if it's an emergency, that emergency must be serious emergency. Serious, it must be life and death. That's serious emergency. But it's not life and death. What's your emergency is that one? You can manage it. You can manage it. What are you looking at? If I'm not there to assist you, would you survive? What are you talking about? Why are you doing like I'm Jesus? I'm not El Shaddai now. I hear you.
It's like
by now, all of them know me. They are plenty. They know me very well. Okay, let's move on because of time. Now, we're moving to the next one. It's still on money, and I think this might be the last. If not, maybe we can take one more, then we'll continue tomorrow by 12.